said goodbye to me tonight,
Woo!
there would still be music left to write. How much could I do? You know what? I don't. No, stop. I really don't feel like singing today. But
that
I'm
was
still
a fun song.
But I'm still doing it for the podcast because I'm committed. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like singing.
Okay, what do you want?
No, it's not even that.
I
Dude.
don't want to set the world on fire.
Okay, that's a good one. That's always a bop.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to the car wash today.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna talk about Trump COVID. Great show coming up. But I went to the car wash and
Tell me about the car wash.
so you know they have that sign at the car wash.
I got a song for the car wash.
car wash. Ooh, is that it?
No.
Working
at the car wash, yeah.
Come on, y'all, let's sing it with me. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're getting off.
All right, we're getting off top. Anyway, so I go to the car wash. They have that sign, and it was like, "We are not responsible for any damages done to your vehicle while
Which
you're."
I think is bullshit.
Well, it is.
I mean, your shit
and you know
fucked
why?
up
You
my
know why
shit.
it's bullshit is because I go through the thing.
So good.
I know, it's amazing. By the way, we got a beer review coming up later on the show. Patreon's requested it, so we're doing it. And we're announcing the giveaway for these beautiful things. If you're watching the video podcast on YouTube's Dylan's Daily Show, we're announcing a giveaway for beautiful canvases later on in the show.
Oh, that feels pretty cool.
It's a good feel to
it's
it.
like, yeah.
It really is.
It's not like just like a regular picture.
No, it's a good feel. Anyway, so they have that sign, says we're not responsible for damages. So I'm going through the car wash, everything's fine. Well, whoever was there this morning operating the dryer, you know how you go through the big dryer, and when you go through it, your car's like,
Yeah, the whole thing fucking
yeah,
shakes,
you're just sitting in your car.
My wife's actually afraid of car washes because of that shit.
Me too now. Me too. Because I go in and they go and turn it up.
What?
My shit, the seal on my windshield goes
No. No.
and starts waving. I'll show you after the show. It goes and starts waving around. What is going on?
Ring. I got that one of them Ring cameras.
Yeah, no, it's
Goes
going
off.
and it's waving around. The thing's broken. I pull around and I go,
Hey.
hey, guess what? Look. And I'm like showing them. And they're like, sir, as per our sign, we are not responsible for any damages. And I go, hey, well, I didn't know when you made that sign that I was expecting hurricane force winds. I thought I lived in Kansas with the tornado, not the fucking hurricane.
Yeah.
Actually, no, tornado winds are stronger. Anyway, let's get into this. Before we get into it,
So they're not going to fix it?
I mean, no. What are they going to do with a sign sitting there right in my face?
Yeah, but I'm pretty
I'll be
sure.
like, that is the last time I pay $9.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the sign says, like something along the lines of, like any damage to like modified parts, like
No, it's
custom
literally.
parts, like what my truck is.
You think?
I thought so.
Well,
That's
I'm
what I
bringing
thought
it back then.
I read the sign. I mean,
I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the sign with a fucking.
But they also rip you off like a mother. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs on here.
Yeah.
They like rip you off like a motherfucker out there though.
I'm going to be Inspector Gadget and I'm going back in there.
Inspector
Oh, dude, I'm going up with a freaking. What do they call it? A monocle. It's not a monocle. It's a
magnifying
glass. I'll go over the sign. Anyway, this week's episode of the Two Savage Democrats podcast is brought to you by the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/TSFDpod where you get access to amazing features like. What do you get access to? We hit them with the free video podcast every week.
Do you want me to tell it or do you want to
Well,
tell
no, I'm going
it?
to tell, but I'm just kind of like having you. What do we hit them with? And then you got to hit them with. Anyway, free video podcast every week. Access to a private Discord where you get to talk to us and talk to all the other Patreons. We play games. We watch the debates. We do awesome stuff. You get access to a bunch of other features. And now you get access to free giveaways, which is what's going on this week. Monthly, there's going to be a giveaway of some pretty cool items every month. This month, it is not one, but two of these awesome Second Amendment canvases. If you're watching on YouTube's Dylan's Daily Show, you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud. But if you're watching on YouTube's Dylan's Daily Show,
You can actually see.
you can actually see the canvas. Gorgeous canvas here. We're giving 2 of them away. So
Oh, okay. So it like comes with a hanger.
it comes with a hanger, and then
That's
this
very nice.
one is cool as well. So they're the same canvas. They both say Second Amendment since 1789, and they have a sexy AR on it. So yeah, check it out. I think you guys will enjoy the giveaway. I actually wanted to keep these things. Not gonna lie. I was like, hey, I have 2. I'm gonna give one to Steve, and I'm gonna keep one. But then I was like, you know what? Patreon giveaway.
Yeah.
Patreon giveaway.
Why not? They do a lot for us, and so we kind of
Yeah,
want
and
to
we
give
appreciate
back.
them, and they're based. I mean, I would say we have the
all
base.
Patreons are.
We have the base Patreon. So let's get into this week's events, because of course,
Yeah, as soon as we're done,
of course, dude.
the minute we stop recording the podcast.
Oh,
And we're
something
done. Like
happens.
we've already
I
gone
go,
for
"See you
like
later."
an hour.
Shut the door.
I shut, and just what's the notification that pops up, Dylan?
Trump tests positive for COVID-19.
I saw it as I'm getting in my truck. I go,
Oh, dude, I was
damn it!
I called you and you're like, I saw. Dude, no, because it's literally a meme. Because we record the show on Wednesdays. Show comes out on Fridays. Because we have to get it early for the Patreons. That's what you also get is early access. So we have to get it out early for the Patreon. So we record the show on Thursdays or on Wednesdays, give it to the Patreons. And you guys don't see it till Friday. And so Friday we're like, yeah, the debate was pretty good. I mean, I thought it was a good. Didn't even mention Trump getting COVID.
Yeah. Everybody listening on Friday's like, what about that? What about that?
And I'm like, dude,
like-
we recorded before that happened. But I want to talk about that because this is like, this is pretty big news. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Trump, pretty fat, right? I'm not gonna lie. I mean, well, let's be honest. He's
a large man.
He's overweight. He eats McDonald's, drinks Diet Cokes, contracts coronavirus.
What am I?
Well, if he can survive it, you can.
I mean, you're probably right.
The other test subject is the other, and I hate
he
to
is
joke about this.
older,
I hate to
too.
joke about this.
Okay.
The other test subject, and if he survives it, you really know you're gonna be okay. Chris Christie. I really, honestly, genuinely hope that he does pull
I mean,
through. But if
I
Chris
hope
Christie pulls
everybody
through,
that gets it pulls through.
oh, 100%. I
But-
don't wish death upon anybody.
At the same time, if they can make it, I'm good. I mean,
You're chilling.
I'm
This freaking
Yeah, it's like a
mosquito
gnat or
beater is
something.
in my face. Anyway, so Trump contracts COVID, and I'm not, everyone's freaking out. I knew the media would go ape. Pardon me, and they're we're
oh
drinking,
my god.
and they're blaming it on the fact they're blaming
We're not cutting that part out. That part's staying.
No, that's part's staying. They're blaming it on the fact that Trump wasn't wearing the mask because he's at the debate, and he's like, I'm not against masks. I'm fine with the masks. But I look over at Joe Biden. He's got the biggest mask
he
I've ever
did though.
seen.
Like his mask went
oh,
over
dude,
his
he's
eyes.
wearing like the Batman Beyond thing. You know what I mean? Where it's the full one.
I do like the memes of people like that have like extra masks on. Like a guy will have a mask over his mouth, and then he also has a mask over his eyes with eye holes cut out.
Oh, dude. So they blame it on the fact that Trump's not wearing a mask.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
like,
was the reason.
well, yeah, and I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. And that's what they say. Well, he's not wearing a mask. He's going to events. He's doing stuff. He's the president of the United States. He had a decision to make, and he made this clear. He had a decision to make. He could either sit in his room, like Biden, who sat in the basement, sit in his room, do nothing, and basically just chillax until this thing blows over, or he could take safety precautions, which they did. I mean, and lead the country. Trump was the most protected person from COVID-19 on planet Earth.
And he's still got it.
He's still got it. Everybody that is around him is tested. Everybody tests negative, or else they're not going to be around him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing the freaking mask. Everyone's wearing the mask. He's not, but everyone else is. He's
So
not
I
shaking
wonder-
hands.
I wonder how he got it then.
Well, no. Well, probably a negative test.
What if I don't have my glasses? I forgot them in the truck.
Okay. Deep
But
topic.
What if the deep state pumped COVID-19 through the air vents of White House and just
The air vents of White House.
yeah of the White House
Of
Just-
White House.
just pumped the air vents with it, and he's like, folks.
Oh, he does one of those when he speaks. He goes, facts. And it's just like you see COVID coming in. No, here's what happened is somebody probably got a false negative. He did do that big Rose Garden event with Amy Comey Barrett or whatever her name is. And there were a lot of people there. Chris Christie was there. Everybody was there, and Chris Christie ended up testing positive. So that was probably
That's probably where it was.
the event where everybody.
It probably wasn't
God, I'm so
the
sick
debate.
of the mosquito, dude.
Get him.
I can't get him. He's too small. And I'm going to go whoosh and slam the mic, and I'm just not going to do it.
Well, be better coordinated. You're not. You're too fucking lengthy.
Lengthy.
Yeah.
Lanky.
Yeah,
Anyway,
fucking noodle.
no, but what was I going to say? So yeah, he tests positive. So and a lot of people were looking at this, especially the left, and they go, see, this is why we need to be safe. This is why we all need to be in our houses. This is why we can't go out. This is why we need a lockdown. This is why you have to wear masks. And I'm sitting here like, this is why we don't. If Trump got it, do you really think that you walking into Texas Roadhouse with your mask on and then taking it off,
Walking
to
into
eat-
Walmart,
yeah, and then no,
getting
even
your
worse,
food from
you
McDonald's.
walk into the restaurant, you take it off when you sit down. Do you
No.
really think that's going to protect you? Trump wearing a mask is 100% just for show, because he doesn't need it, because everybody's being tested.
But look here. I mean,
and by the way, Hope Hicks was wearing a mask around him, and she was the one who tested positive.
Yeah. And the other thing is, on top of all of that,
Yeah.
now California has put out the governor of California or whatever put out a tweet. I mean, the office of the governor of California.
Yeah.
Put out a tweet that said, remember, if you're going out with family members to eat, to keep your mask on in between bites.
I know. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, take it off and put a bite in and go, dude, I mean, meanwhile, I'm walking in like Conor McGregor, freaking no mask. Sit down.
You're doing that, and then like you sit down, and then you go, okay, I'm gonna wash my hands and take a piss, and then you like what? You get up and you go, do I need my mask? And I look at you, and you just go, no, and you just keep walking.
Well, the only reason I said that today at Chili's was because the freaking dude was like right there, and when he was taking our order, he was standing like a mile and a half away from us. He was on the other side of the store.
Yeah,
so
like
what can I get you? Can I get you a? You want that? So I was like,
I can't hear you.
Yeah, come closer.
I'm
it's
deaf.
Fine. I don't bite. Might give you COVID, but I don't bite.
I work around heavy machinery. I can't hear shit. But we did meet, a fellow patriot.
We did meet a fellow patriot. But no, here, and back to the Trump COVID thing, because I do not want to get off.
Okay, yeah.
I do not want to get off topic, because if we get off topic, then we never come back on topic.
Yeah, good point.
Trying to kill the mosquito.
What?
Oh, there's. Damn it.
Damn bit wit.
It's fine. Screw it.
I got one.
Okay. Got the other one. Let's go, dude. It's right there.
Trump COVID.
It's literally right there.
Trump COVID.
It's fine.
Trump COVID.
So he gets it. He goes. So
Back on top.
He's not feeling well.
Right.
And so Friday, I'm watching the news, and it's like Trump going to the hospital. And every media person's like,
yes,
like,
the orange man dies.
Orange man dying. Right, which, by the way, I mean, he gets COVID. So, according to the media, he's a 74-year-old man, Diet Cokes, McDonald's. He's right in that category.
According to the media, there's no
Overweight.
way he's going to live.
Yeah. According to the media, it's like, this is the type of person that I want. Yeah. So anyway, he goes to the hospital, starts receiving treatment for the virus. You're looking at the bug, too, aren't you? You're looking at the bug.
I saw him out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I see. I can't help it.
Okay, we gotta just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Yeah. So he goes to the hospital, starts receiving treatment, remdesivir steroids, and then he gets that antibody treatment. And he's doing better.
Do we know if he did hydrochloroquine?
He probably didn't do it. He didn't do chloroquine.
I didn't.
They did not. They did the remdesivir, which apparently is more effective than chloroquine. And then they did they were injecting him with like an antibody. Like they took antibodies from somebody else who had the virus, and they were like injecting them into Trump.
Well, I mean, shit, if that works. I mean,
look, here's the thing. The treatments seem to work for Trump. Now, I actually saw an interesting video Dr. Oz put out talking about VIP syndrome for somebody who's like super successful, super wealthy and everything. When they get treated for something, doctors tend to go, and I don't think this is happening for Trump, but doctors tend to go above and beyond and give them more than they need. So it happened with Michael Jackson. Happened with a lot of people.
Okay.
So it's like kind of the VIP syndrome where it's like, oh, let's give him everything available. Let's just, load him up with stuff. And then Trump tweets and he's like, I feel better than I did 30 years ago. And it's like, do you not realize you're being pumped with steroids?
Yeah.
Of course you feel better. I mean, you have steroids and
you're doing drugs.
Yeah, you're doing drugs. This is what it feels like. Don't you love it? I mean, he's completely sober. Now they pump him with one steroid. He's like, I'm sober. It's like 30 years.
What's this got cocaine in it? Woo!
He gets his first drug and he feels like he's 50 again. Or 40, whatever.
Whatever. You're not good at math, are you?
That's why I'm doing podcasts. Okay.
Fair enough.
But no, so he seems to be doing better. He comes back to the White House, and this is my favorite part of the whole thing, is that the liberal media, they just can't wrap their head around the fact that somebody got it and recovered. They just can't do it.
Yeah, they're like, they're freaking out about it.
Well, it's because they've been fooled by the media into thinking that every old person that gets it dies. What kind of reaction was that?
Well, like
what the fuck was that?
Have you ever seen Star Wars Episode 1? That one dude.
What the hell was that?
I feel like whenever the media freaks out, they have like miniature seizures, and they're just freaking out about it. And it's like it's a angry seizure,
Yeah.
And then whenever I don't know, Biden has a successful day or something like that, they're like, it's a happy seizure. They got different seizures for different moments.
Yeah, I get that. I do understand.
Although, did you see the video of him coming back to the White House in Marine One?
Oh my God, he
And
made it
I'm
like
like-
a fucking documentary. Dude,
It's like,
he pulls up.
Why is it so over the top?
Oh, he comes back from the virus with the 0.00001 fatality rate.
And he comes
it's
back,
like,
he's like,
and he's like landing and he comes out of the helicopter. Dude, it was literally like the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then he walks. Did you see the whole video? So the
Yeah,
clip
yeah.
he posted was like cut.
Yeah.
The actual thing, like that they posted on C-SPAN, he gets out of the helicopter and then he has to go up these stairs to get to where he took his mask off.
Mm-hmm.
And it took him like 2 minutes to get up the stairs. So there, but
that's
you
a fuck
can't.
ton of stairs.
Well, I know, but you can't see because there's like the tent roof or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
And so he's walking up, and the camera's waiting at the top, and he literally just can't see anything. And I'm like, did he die?
suspense is killing me.
And then he finally. The music, and then it stops behind the thing, and then.
And the whole time, the media is like, "Die, Orange Man, die," and he's sitting there like Steve Rogers. No, I don't think I will.
I don't think I will. The coronavirus comes out of it. What was it? What's that? What's that meme with Thanos where the coronavirus comes and I infected you. I tried to kill you, and Trump goes, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Just like beats the virus. No, but so he comes up, takes his mask off, which was another controversy, and then have you seen these controversies? So he's standing there breathing, right? He's going. He's standing there breathing. Well, liberals were taking the video of him breathing and being like, I can see him wincing in pain. Yeah, they were pretending like he couldn't breathe.
If he couldn't breathe, he'd be going.
Oh, he wouldn't be standing out there. He'd be like, he wouldn't have been standing out there.
It'd have been a weekend at Trumpy's.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I mean, okay, he's not out of the woods yet. Day 5 to 7 are the most crucial days. But for the most, he seems to be recovering well. He's been fever-free, symptom-free.
Yeah.
And he's doing a good job. And I think we should be happy about that. But
I do believe your VIP theory, though, that they were like,
oh,
we're
well,
gonna
not
give you
everybody.
everything
And I
everything.
get that argument from the left. Trump shouldn't have come out and been like, this is just fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got the
Because
beautiful...
not everybody can get that.
If I get COVID, they're going to be like, rest at home. And I'm like, they're like, home now. You know what I
Get
mean?
out
I'm
of
not
our
getting...
hospital.
I mean, he's sitting with like IVs in every part of his... He's like, you know what he looks like is Goku sitting in the freaking chamber waiting to go fight Frieza or whatever.
Yeah.
When he's like, I'm going to be like Trump's treatment at the hospital. Don't fear COVID. We have the best treatment. Trump's treatment. Goku with the thing. My treatment. I want a ventilator.
Oh,
That is close.
oh, Jesus. Jeebus whiz.
I'm gonna put it on this side.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
No, but but anyway, not everybody's gonna get access to that treatment. I
Yeah.
do understand that, but he's still 74 years old.
Yeah, and he's in that age group where if you get it, like you have a very, or not a very high, but you have a higher than everybody else.
Not
percent
even very
chance.
high.
But you have a higher.
You have a higher chance. Yeah,
It's not very high, but it's higher.
it's higher.
We can't not say that it isn't.
No,
It's
as objective
2% higher than the next range down.
as objective podcasters.
Yeah.
we have to say it is.
yeah. But it's still a survival rate of like 96.
Yeah, it's like 96 to 97 for people that age,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, that's still phenomenal, And so so Trump's still saying open the country. He still plans to debate. I don't know if that's going to happen.
They're gonna have to stand 15 feet instead of 12.
Did you
feet.
see the Jim Carrey being Joe Biden? So SNL had Jim Carrey come out as Joe Biden. They did a mock debate. Oh, dude, if you guys haven't seen it after the podcast, go check it out.
on
He-
SNL?
Yeah, he comes out and he's like,
Doing the finger.
and then he's stiff, and then he's like, and Chris Wallace, the guy, he's like, are both candidates ready? And he goes, hold on a minute, Chris. And like pulls out a ruler and like measures it and then moves the podium. Dude, it was Jim Carrey is one. He's a lunatic radical,
Oh yeah.
but he's hilarious.
yeah.
I mean, Jim Carrey movies. I need to watch some Jim Carrey movies again because he comes out. He was like, and then he's like, dude, it was so funny.
I have to watch that when after this. Like that. There's that. So I mean I'm like most people that probably listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Or follow you or
Yeah.
follow me or anything like that.
Yeah.
We don't really watch SNL because for the most part
It's
they
shit.
come out and
And
say,
by the way-
Orange Man bad.
By the way, the skit overall was shit.
Oh yeah.
It
absolutely.
went on too long. They did it was 13 minutes. And what these people have to understand is it's like things are funny for like 2 minutes. So that'd be like me coming out and like, I'm going to do the Trump voice. We're going to talk about the COVID. It's funny. But if it's 15 minutes later and I'm like, and then on to topic number 4, we're talking about drugs.
And then at that point, people are like,
Yeah, they're like, stop it.
and I think that, shit.
Lost it.
I lost it since
Well,
we
have to
do
take cuts because the damn thing. But
God
this is
damn
a good
it,
time
let's
to
keep
bring
going.
up that this episode of the Two Savage for Democrats podcast is brought to you by. What is it brought to you by? The Patreon.
the Patreon.
The Patreon,
Yeah.
where you can get access to epic exclusive content, including full video podcasts. You get the first 30 minutes if you go to YouTube's Dylan's Daily Show. Why do I keep saying YouTube's Dylan's Daily Show?
I don't know.
YouTube Dylan's Daily Show. You get the first 30 minutes free, but to watch the whole video podcast, you have to go. You also get access to the podcast early, 2 or days. Sometimes we get it out Wednesday night. Most of the time it's Thursday at noon, but you get access to the podcast early, and you get entered into the monthly giveaways, and you get access to a private Discord with all of the other Patreons based community.
The
where
ministry.
we all talk, we all have a great time together, we all play games, we talk politics. Last night we were talking a little video games because I just beat the new Mafia game, which we'll get to
and,
later
like,
in the show.
Everybody's talking about that now,
Oh,
and I've
whoop,
never
whoop,
played a
whoop.
single game.
I'm giving you Mafia 2.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
I'll
play
just go
the
buy it.
everybody's
I'll
talking.
just go buy it
Everybody's
on my computer
no.
and not play it on Xbox 360. 'cause
Why?
Xbox 360 is outdated.
Everybody is talking about the game. It's a phenomenal game. We'll get to that later in the show. Because I don't want to like get video games in.
You got ADHD real bad, don't you?
You know, no. My mind just works quickly.
Goo goo gaga, folks.
What's that? Oh, the Ben Shapiro
Ben Shapiro
Thanksgiving
meme.
video. See, I think Trump's fine.
No, yeah, and I mean he's going to be fine. You know, like there's nothing, stopping him from getting the best treatment there is,
Yeah.
because he's the president of the United States.
He's gonna be okay, and I'm glad. And now my favorite part about this whole thing is that now he's like an authority figure on COVID. So he could just be like, well,
Because he's
Fauci's never had,
experienced
because Fauci had COVID. I mean, he's been a doctor for 40 years, but I've had COVID. I mean, that's what it is.
I know what it's all about.
I know what it's all about, folks.
I mean, I could definitely see him probably saying something like that.
Yeah. Oh, he's
And-
already
and
doing it.
is he
Don't
already-
fear it. Don't let it dominate you.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I can hear him. I can hear like the backlash.
And meanwhile, there's some guy
Right now.
that has COVID that's like,
Yeah, like fish out of water.
because he can't breathe. Yeah. Which sucks.
I mean, yeah, and like we've been saying the whole time, if you get put on a ventilator, that's
You're not
it.
getting off the
That's
ventilator.
it.
That's one of the things is like most people don't get off the ventilators because it's hard for your lungs to just start working again. You know what I mean? Which sucks. That's why it's a last resort, the ventilator.
Yeah. Well,
And nobody, by the way,
in most states is the last resort. In New York, it was the first resort.
well, that's because they were shoving the COVID patients into nursing homes. So everybody was going to need them. But I will say this. Nobody's mocking COVID. This has been a thing that the left tried to push this narrative. Well, they called it a hoax. They called it. Nobody called it a hoax.
Well, there were a select few people that would call it a hoax at the very beginning, because at the very beginning it did kind of feel that way. But then we started to realize that
I've been covering it on this show literally accurately since the beginning. And when I was talking about the masks, I said the only masks that work are the N95s without the filters.
Yeah.
That's what I said at the very beginning. I've been so accurate. There are videos of me in March being like, we're going to look back on this, say the economic response is worse than the virus itself. I have literally had the same tone on COVID. Now, at the beginning, I was a little bit more, because it had come out of China, we didn't have all the information, we didn't know everything. So I was a little bit more questioned, especially when it came into Italy and was just fucking wiping through the boomers.
Yeah.
So,
Well, their elder population is massive.
and they all live together.
Yeah.
That's like one of the
that's
things.
another issue.
Yeah, they all live together. They have an elderly population. But then it came to the United States. I started realizing that now here's the thing with COVID. Nobody's questioning it as a hoax. Trump never questioned it as a hoax. What I questioned as a hoax was the media's response and the scientific community's response, because they're acting like it's the freaking flu. I mean, not the flu, the plague.
Like,
they're acting like
yeah,
it's like the
like
second
bubonic
coming of
plague,
the
yeah.
bubonic plague, and it's just, you contract it, you die. You know what I mean?
it's
And
like,
that's really why
we have
they're-
medicine now. Back then they had tea leaves.
Oh,
you
back
know?
then you would have.
you get sage.
Bubonic plague
you
would
burn
not
a little
be-
bit of sage, and it's like, you feel better.
Yeah. You know what the cure for bubonic plague is?
What? Death?
Penicillin. Penicillin.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It
That's literally
is.
all it is. It's just penicillin.
But back in Middle Ages, they didn't have that shit.
No, they didn't have it. No, they had to wear those long for the.
We really need to get some of those.
Yeah.
Get them for like
Dude,
the
we gotta do-
Halloween
episode.
We'll just like have the big long fucking noses, and the whole time
No, but
know?
we do need to do a Halloween episode and think of some epic costumes.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll dress up. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
We should be. No, we should think of. I don't know. We'll think of something. Because we need to think of something super creative that would be hilarious.
Maybe we have the Patreons. Like we set up like a poll
And
have
like let the Patreons decide what we
Yeah.
are. Yeah, because I think that would be pretty funny. But we're definitely going to dress up as something. And for those of you guys who watch the podcast on YouTube, Dylan's Daily Show, you guys will be able to see the outfits. I think they're going to be pretty funny. But what was I talking about? I had something I wanted to go into that. Nobody thought COVID was a hoax. Now, let's get off COVID because there's some big...
fuck COVID.
Yeah, hey, fuck the virus. Have you seen that video of those black guys running like, fuck the virus? Hey, fuck the virus. But let's talk about this. Netflix indicted on child porn charges over...
It's happening.
Well, it's happening, but I don't think it's actually going to happen. So this is... Well, we'll see. We're going to read in the article. This comes from the Washington Times. Netflix indicted on child porn charges over cuties.
Good.
A Texas grand jury has indicted streaming giant Netflix on child porn charges. The indictment accuses Netflix and its top executives of promotion of lewd visual material depicting a child with regard to the controversial French film Cuties.
Well, that's not what it's called in French, but
What's it called in French?
Like-
porn, rape, gay porn, or child
it's
porn.
something that starts with an M, and I'm not a very French guy. Like I know It's about it.
I know baguette, right?
Baguette or croissant.
Or
Oh, Jimmy.
or what's another French word we know here? Bonjour, right?
Mademoiselle.
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty fluent, I would say.
Pretty fluent.
I mean,
that's
we
like
just-
being able to say hola in
Oh,
Spanish.
dude, that would be me in I'd walk up to someone in France and be bonjour, and they go
And
and
you'd be like,
then I'd be like baguette.
baguette.
They'll like come at me with this whole thing.
No.
They go baguette, hey, and just whip it
And
out.
you're
And
just
I go, si, grazie. I mean baguette.
See, gracias. Yeah, that would confuse a lot of people if he just started speaking Spanish to a French guy, unless he was like fluent and also Spanish.
If you could be fluent in one language, what would it be?
Probably Spanish.
Yeah, I think
that's the majority
It's the most
of America. Yeah.
Well, the majority, but it's the most useful. I feel like. I don't know. I want to do. I don't know. Maybe Spanish. I'm kind of happy with
German. Well, I wish I was like extremely fluent in German, because if you like, I mean, you can say like really nice things in German and sound just fucking.
Oh yeah, you'll be like, "I love you so much," and then it comes out.
Yeah.
He's like the biggest asshole. Now, I will say I'm very happy with the fact that I'm
That's a pretty good impression of
H-Dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. I will say I'm happy with the fact that I am fluent in Pig Latin, and I'm satisfied with that.
You're fluent in Pig Latin?
Yeah. It's
it.
easy
Do
to do.
it.
Do you know Pig Latin?
Do it. Yes, do it.
You do it.
Do
you
it.
started. I'll go after you.
You don't even know it.
I do.
I'm not fluent.
You're not fluent. All
No.
you do is you take the first letter, you add it onto the back, and then you add an A after it. So it'd be like umpte would be Trump. Ig Latin pay.
Yeah,
You just take the first letter off the front, you put it on the back, and then you add an A after it.
yeah, I'm not.
That's
I'm not
Pig
good at
Latin.
that. I'm not good at
It's what parents do to, and you know how I know it is because my mom used to be like, Oxfay! When I was a kid, and then eventually I was like,
What is
fuck! Oh, dude, she used to fucking get,
Oxfay!
she'd be like, odd gay, damn it day, Oxfay! And then I'd be like just absorbing the curse words, I mean.
Goddamn fuck!
Goddamn fuck! It's like
Mom said funny word.
Everybody else is learning Spanish in school or learning other languages in school with the teacher, like be, si, and I'm at home. Oxfay! I was gonna say, I almost said a bad one.
Oh, I got it.
Not
Okay.
10,000 Patreons yet, maybe.
What would that one? I'm not gonna even go into it.
Don't even go into it.
After the camera's off.
Yeah, camera's off. So Netflix got indicted.
Yay!
But I don't look, here's the thing.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
It's nothing's gonna happen. Cuties, because Cuties, I can get behind its lewd.
Yeah.
I can't get behind it's child porn. I
I
just can't. From an objective standpoint, like I would love. You know what I realized? I didn't have my pen the whole episode. I know, but I have it now.
You're starting to break the habit.
No,
Soon you'll be off nicotine and everything.
I'm off nicotine. There's no such thing as addiction.
I'm addicted to.
If you stopped it, if the motivation for you to stop it, now people are going to take that and be like, but I'm physically addicted. What I'm saying is if the motivation to stop something, here's the thing.
So you're saying it's all like brain power.
Yeah. If the
no, I
motivation, like
agree
if
with that.
someone came up to you right
agree
now
with
and said, Steven, you will die the next time you put a dip in, you'd go,
No more chew.
yeah, no more chew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On to
Here's the thing.
cigarettes.
Here's my, I'm not even going to give my philosophy because I don't want to get into this. We got to stick with the cuties.
I don't want to do that either.
We got to stick with the indictment against cuties.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
So,
Let's
but
stick with it.
nothing's going to happen. This happened in Texas. Not surprised it happened in Texas.
Yeah, Texas is probably about the only place I could see that
Yeah.
actually happening.
Netflix Inc. Indicted by grand jury in Tyler Co, Texas for promoting material in Cuties for which depicts lewd exhibition of public area or of a clothed or partially clothed child who is younger than 18 years of age, which appeals to the pertinent interest of sex. According to the indictment, which was handed down September 23rd but only revealed Tuesday, Netflix did knowingly promote visual material which depicts the... We just read that.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't going to go, but I'm glad that people, because this is now, it's not child porn, but we're heading down that road with it. This is like the stepping stone leading to that.